Park City's new sports editor, and joined with my broadcast team tonight, Miles Dunklin and Jonathan Cantor. Jonathan, good to have you alongside tonight.
Thank you, Art.
And Miles, the intensity factor gets picked up a little bit tonight that we've got a district game on our hands.
Absolutely. I'm sure these scouts are ready to get after it here in district play. They played well in tournament play so far, but ready for some games that really have a little more impact, and that starts tonight with the Rockwall Yellow Jackets.
Highland Park comes in with a record of 6-3-1 on the season, and Rockwall, on the other hand, Yellow Jackets have been red hot. They're 9-1 on the year. Looking back at what they've done so far, they've scored 8 runs or more in 6 of their 10 games. Double-digit figures in 4 of those games. And on the hill for them tonight will be Brewer Money, a senior, returning pitcher from last season. He went about 45 innings last year, was 5-1, and he will face off against Highland Park ace Matt Wilson. And
Pitch.
He likes fastballs too. That one hit the outside corner. 1-2 pitch on the way to Gottsacker. Little nubber to shortstop. Gottsacker runs like a deer, and he's going to be safe at week. But Scots closed out on a very positive note with a 10-1 win over Arlington High. That's hit hard up the middle, and that'll be a base hit for Falgout. Gottsacker will round and go to third base, and the Scots have runners on the corners, nobody out. Wind picking back up here. That's hit hard at Edwards at shortstop. Gets one, and they're going to give him the double play. Gottsacker scoring on the play, but they'll say Romo's out at first in a valuable double play there. Shaw has to stop at third.
Well, the Highland Park coaching staff
yeah,
not
see
like
Coach
the
Oliver, none too happy.
It's that
all-important first run. And Luke Utley, first pitch, sends it out into left field. That's an RBI single for the Scots shortstop, and it's 2-0 Scots.
We had a great angle on that one that went right through the hole between the shortstop and the third baseman, a worm burner, and just too much firmness on that hit through the hole for them to be able to make a play.
May struggling a bit at the plate, just 217, but a 441 on base percentage, and that is hammered into left. Help it wind. It does, and it goes off the base of the wall. And rounding third base, and scoring is Utley. And it's an RBI double for Dylan May. It's 3-0 Highland Park, just the start they were looking for.
May got a hold of that one and just absolutely gave it a lift out to left field off the wall, as you said. He probably could have taken third on the overthrow, but man, what a smack off the wall and left.
That ball traveled so quick out to left, that left fielder had absolutely no chance to get it.
One outside for Money.
It's kind of hard to tell. That looked like the slider down and away.
Chopper. Edwards at shortstop. Fires to first base, and they make the play, but the Scots do their damage. They score 3 times. We'll go to the bottom of the first inning. It's 3-0 Highland Park. You're watching Scott Baseball on HPTV.
The 2 made it to the second round of the playoffs. It's a very good year.
And there it is, strike 1, 3-1 to Logan Terwilliger. Not a lot of high school kids can. Good grief, 1-2 the count.
You just don't see that many left-handers at this age with the kind of talent Matt Wilson has.
That's flared out into right field, and that's trouble. Down the line, Romo has to chase it down. Terwilliger all the way to third, and he'll hold up, and that's going to go down as a double for Edwards. So runners at second and third for Rockwall, nobody out.
At least in warm-ups.
This is Steve Bean, his brother Skyler also in the lineup at second base. Being another very experienced player for the Yellow Jackets. So a jam here, and that's going to be hit out into left field. And 1 run will score. It's a 3-1 ball game, and the Yellow Jackets have come out hot. Head in the count.
Well, with a runner on third base like that, you're willing to have your catcher be able to handle that ball.
1-2 the count. That is hit at Utley at shortstop. And he will not have a play. Little bobbled there, trying to get it out of the glove. And it's a 3-2 ball game. Still nobody out, and that'll be the first error of the game on Highland Park. But each team was one costly one here in the first inning. Still nobody out. And Deloach, the fifth hitter, to come to. And there's strikeout number one, and talk about a timely one. The first out of the inning as Deloach is down on strikes. That'll bring up Chris Kolakechi, the right fielder.
Oh, that's right.
Highland Park is taking on Rockwall over there.
Yeah, that's kind of a nice deal.
Hammered up the middle. Wilson fires. Utley gets one out. Groundered. Oh, nice dig at first base over there by Gall, but they'll say the runner is safe.
Great. He hit it. He wanted to hit it out of the park with that swing. You could tell.
That's a pretty good swing right there. Pretty good hack.
A little wild though.
And Money cannot catch up to the Wilson heater. Fouls it off. Out of play. Into left field. 0-2 now the count. 2 away here. Highland Park in front. 3-2.
Lefty on lefty matchup here for Matt. Boucher will throw over to first base.
And there's strikeout number 2, and that'll end the inning. Rockwall strikes for 2 runs, and after 1 complete here at Rockwall High School, it's Highland Park 3, the Yellow Jackets 2. And a leadoff walk for Hoosier. Here come the Scots again.
Leading off the 3rd inning, catcher number 2, Aaron Falgood.
Welcome back, everybody. Aaron Falgood will lead off for Highland Park, and Falgood, looking at the first pitch, hammers it out into center field, but making the play is Kendall Coleman, and Falgood is retired for the first out. Yeah, good idea, make him work. And that's right off the backside of McDade. He takes one for the team down to first base.
Well,
Hit by pitch. And here we are in the top of the 3rd. 2 out. Stay fair. It does not down the right field line.
These 2 pitchers.
We'll see where Matt's registering on the radar gun.
Ground ball. Dylan May has it played perfectly. Fires a strike over to first base, and Gall with a nice play as he comes off the bag and makes the tag. Big pitch here. Oh, nicely done. And into the mitt of Falgood, who hangs on for another strikeout. 4th of the game recorded for Wilson.
There it is.
Strike 3, as my friend Eric Cunningham said last year, thanks for playing in the 2nd inning. Ball 1. One and one, a swing and a miss, and Coleman's a pretty good size.
It was a little bit quicker than his other swings have been.
Now with 2 strikes, usually try and shorten it up a little bit.
Line drive, Dylan May in perfect position, and that will do it for the Yellow Jackets in the 4th. Another scoreless inning recorded for Wilson. And after 4 complete, it's still Highland Park 3, Rockwall 2. Hit the ball sharply, but into a double play back in the 2nd inning. Hughes, Gottsacker, and Falgood up for the Scots here.
Folks, that was a Rockwall Sports
Bit of a
Center
pitcher's
foul
duel has broken out after this 1st inning.
We said they got all the offense out of the way in that first frame. Just zeros after that. On his backhand, not an easy play there. I know he'd make a difference to nobody on base, but he's been impressive.
Well, he's going to UT.
Hughes sends this out into center field. Coleman should make a play and does. And that's the first out of the inning.
It's a pretty good swing, but he was a little bit out on his front foot. That kind of limited his power there.
And he rips this into left center, and it will fall. Coleman makes a mistake by trying to play it And it's a stand-up double right there for Gottsacker. If Coleman doesn't go after that ball, he could have held him to a single, but we'll take it.
Yep.
This media presentation is brought to you by many local businesses and people like you. To find out more information about sponsoring and advertising on this station, please contact Mrs. Kelly Snowden at snowdeck@hpisd.org. And from all of us here at Highland Park TV, we thank you for watching.
A pitching change here at Rockwall High School. Welcome back, everybody. Art Finley, Miles Dunklin, and Jonathan Cantor. Now in relief of Matt Wilson, we'll go to another Matthew. Matthew Milburn on the hill for Highland Park. Milburn is 2-0 on the season. He's worked 13 innings, a .54 ERA. You love that. 9 strikeouts and 4 walks. And he'll face one of the Bean brothers, I do believe, to lead it off here.
Second baseman.
In his only appearance. Oh, good looking pitch. Squeeze there, 1-1.
Valgu did a pretty good job of framing that.
Yeah. Notice Aaron's excellent at that little maneuver. Tough play for Utley. Throw in the dirt. Gall could not dig it out.
You can kind of give him a pass on that one. He's made so many great defensive plays this game. I mean, those are just bound to happen at some point. Quite the speed. But definitely put some good break on his pitches.
Falgout has to field the bunt, then makes an accurate throw to first base to get Terwilliger. And credit him with the sacrifice as being able to pick up second base. Oh, the bender. Strike 2 there. Now the count 2-2. Fastball, strike 1.
Hitting it.
Blows it past him right there, and the count now 1-2 on Bean.
Yeah, Bean and
Runners at first and second, 1 out here. Bottom of the 5th inning.
whoo,
Big time strikeout recorded right there by Milburn.
Huge.
that deserves a thanks for playing. And that was nasty.
That was nasty.
Fastball is upstairs, ball 1 to Utley. Utley had an RBI single back in the 1st inning. And then hit a fly ball out in the 3rd inning.
Gottsacker got to second base. As we said, it was just an unfortunate bounce for the Scots in that last inning. What would have been an RBI single up the middle by Falgout ended up being inning double play.
Boy, straighten that one out right there, Luke Utley. And it goes foul down the left field line, so Utley staying alive, 2-2 the count.
He's definitely just got to straighten out. He hit a rope down the right field line. Now he hit one down the left field line.
Yeah, we're definitely seeing some solid contact this at bat, something we haven't seen a lot off of Brewer Money here.
Scott's got a pair of hits in that 1st inning, and then last inning Gottsacker had the double, and that has been the extent of it. 2-2 the count. And Utley comes through, clutch city, down the right field line. This
That'll
is
be
a guy
two.
at least 2 bases, and Utley will cruise in with a stand-up double, and there's a runner in scoring position for Highland Park. Can you say 2-out rally?
And Jonathan, as you said, even May comes up with a chance for the runner in scoring position and base hit. We'll tie the game here for the Scotties.
Leads the team with 8 walks on the season.
And just that base runner is making Money think a little bit while he's pitching now. He's not just settling in.
3-1. And May is aboard with a 2-out walk. Runners now at first and second base.
As you say, May's one of the best guys on the team in terms of drawing that walk. Only 4.2 plate appearances per walk. That's some of those great numbers that this game changer is giving us. And that number obviously will improve as he gets another base on balls.
Well, and it brings up a 400 hitter in the form of Griffin Gall. And Gall second on the team with 9 RBIs coming into tonight. And there it is, strike three. Money able to strike out the side here. Highland Park is gone in the top of the sixth. We'll go to the bottom half of the inning with Rockwall on top, 4-3. More Scott baseball coming up.
Field. But who needs to field them?
Yeah, you don't need much of a defense.
Blows it past Kolakechi. That's third strikeout racked up here for Matthew. And the all-important first out of the inning. And now the pitcher, Money, comes to bat.
Number 12, Brewer, Money.
Money struck out in the fourth inning and struck out in the first inning. See if he can go for the hat trick.
And you can tell that's kind of the detriment of Matthew's game here because he's trying to he's trying to keep the ball low.
Well, shoot, you hear all your life, keep the ball down, keep the ball down. And there's 3-2 the count here, 1 out.
Now, that's that big pitch here.
You bet. Don't want to issue any free passes.
Payoff pitch. Strike three.
2 up, 2 down. Another strikeout for Milburn. He's fan 4. And how about that? 1, 2, 3, and Milburn strikes out the side in the sixth. We'll go to the seventh inning. It's Rockwall 4, Highland Park 3. Don't go anywhere. Well, we talked about Jackson having the only home run of the year for Highland Park. It'd be a good spot for number 2. What do you say?
Sounds good to me.
Putting in the call there, Art? Or?
I am. Let's see. Hoosier walked in the second inning, struck out in the fourth. Ground ball. Bean is over there and gets the fleet-footed Hoosier at first base by a step. 1 down.
You're right. Hoosier came right now in a big spot here in the ball game. Scott's 2 outs left.
Money starts him out with a strike 1.
And Shaw, let me get you his statistics so far on the season.
And Shaw fouls that out of play, so he's quickly in the hole, 0-2. Shaw coming in at 263 on the year, 5 of 19. Double and an RBI, and he scored 4 times.
Yeah, Bean tried to frame that one, but a little low and outside.
Mark Gottsacker in the on-deck circle for Highland Park. Pitch is outside. Bean wanted to dance around and throw a party. Umpire says no dice.
Yeah, they've been showing, this battery's been showing him up a little bit. It's not going to help you get a call the next time, that's for sure.
Full count now to Shaw. Scott's just desperate for a base runner. And the called third strike is given that time. The heat on the outside corner of the plate, and Shaw is the second out of the 7th inning. Ouch. A double his last trip, but then as part of that double play, this is hit hard into center field. Coleman, though, with a bead on it, and that's going to do it. He squeezes it, and the 10-4A district opener is in the books after a 1-2-3 7th inning. The final score here in Rockwall, the Yellow Jackets, 4 runs on 4 hits. Highland Park, 3 runs on 4 hits, and boy, a tough way to lose the district opener, fellas.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, after watching that first inning, we thought, you know, they might even be able to put up 10 runs on these guys, and just the rest of the game, Brewer Money had them.
Well, you know, I think you said it, John, that you got to hand it to Brewer Money. He really pitched a good game after that first inning, surrendering 3 runs. That was the only thing Scots were able to muster the rest of the game, and he really settled in nicely as Coach Oliver was kind of afraid that he might. And after he did, he pitched a good game, and the Scots were able to get another run across, and they fall 4-3.
Well, Highland Park will look to shake this off with the Scott Classic coming up this week, and then next week, District 10-4A play will continue when the Scots host Wiley East. Well, for Jonathan Canner and Miles Dunklin, I'm Art Finlay, thanking you for joining us here on HPTV for Scott Baseball 2012. Again, the final score here at Rockwall, Yellow Jackets 4, Scots 3. Good night, everybody.
This media presentation is brought to you by many local businesses and people like you. To find out more information about sponsoring and advertising on this station, please contact Mrs. Kelly Snowden at snowdeck@hpisd.org. And from all of us here at Highland Park TV, we thank you for watching.